Hey folks, welcome back to Let's Play Yakuza Like a Dragon on the Mysterious JG. It's been a pretty eventful for those watching these as they go up initially. So sort of 6 video chunks with each weekend. It's been pretty eventful couple of videos here. We finally got our chance to meet with Patriarch Arakawa and kind of had a little bit of an understanding with him. And he got murdered. Also, much bigger deal than that for the overall Yakuza series. The Omi Alliance and the Tojo clan both disbanded because, doesn't seem like that big a thing in this game, I suppose, but like in the overall Yakuza series, like they've both been around for like 10 games, I think, and now they're just like they're gone. And again, it seems like they're gone to spite Arakawa-san's son, the Little Master. It's a bit odd. So I figure I'll just keep this a whole plot series of videos, and we'll just hopefully we can get ourselves to where we're in a oh, the swine Latang. Get it? Get it. But apparently stuff happens. What the hell am I never mind. Wherever I was going with that, I lost it. But yeah, hopefully we can get about 30 minutes worth of stuff to happen, which will end with us having control over our movements again and not being stuck in like a specific dungeon or whatever where we're unable to get breakout, because I might between sessions I might want to do more of the Sotenbori battle arena. If I'm going to get ultimate weapons for all these different jobs, I actually am going to need to play the business game some more while watching Rift Tracks or whatever, because it is incredibly expensive, those high-end weapons. It doesn't seem necessary, but I mean it's fun. I don't mind grinding in this game because I enjoy the game.
Last night, Arakawa seemed at peace, like an actor stepping off stage to thunderous applause.
That's not
I think
normally
that's
what I'd think
because
of
he
for peace,
achieved
but
his
okay.
goals. He dissolved the Omi, and he got to see you again.
By the way,
He
he also
certainly
dissolved
looked
my
like
clan,
he
which
was
I thought was
enjoying his
sucked.
Peking duck. I commented on it, actually. Can you believe this? He said he'd never had it before.
What?
He said he almost got to try it 50 years ago, but then his father was killed, and he'd never gotten around to ordering it again.
Because he just loves pizza so much.
After we finished, I said I'd walk him to his hotel, but he refused the offer.
Which is why
Said
I'm
he
still
wanted time
alive.
alone to just take in the night air. I didn't push it. I just bid him a good evening and left. But if I had pushed it, he'd probably be alive right now.
Or you'd be dead. I guess it depends on whether he travels with bodyguards. Magnificent bodyguard.
No, it's not your fault.
Do we know he didn't just kill himself? I mean, that would have been
Let
weird,
me
but
ask you something. Do you think it was Omi loyalists?
I think it was his son,
Yes.
the evil little prick.
No doubt in my mind. It was revenge for his role in dissolving the Omi. Men who saw fit to
his
end
little prick
someone's
son.
life over such a thing.
How could Yakuza do that? Kill a captain like him?
Uh, Yakuza are known for their tendency towards violence, and they perceived that he had just betrayed everything they stood for. So, come on.
Kasuga. The Omi loyalists in Kanto are already attempting to form a new faction.
They just haven't got all the
They
paperwork together
complain
yet.
the loudest about the dissolution. I imagine one of them is the likely culprit.
Forming a new faction? After killing Arakawa's son?
Yep.
Yes. Care to hazard a guess as to who is directing them?
Spielberg?
Because I think it's the one man who could actually bring them to heel. Ryo Aoki.
What? I thought you just said Kanto loyalist. He's not a Kanto loyalist.
The young master? Ordering the death of his own father?
He wouldn't be the first to commit patricide for power.
But he doesn't even want to be a Yakuza.
One silver lining is, with Arakawa gone, there's very few men Aoki can give direct orders to.
By the way, here's your Peking duck. I ordered the linguine. This is an Italian restaurant. Their Peking duck is not what they're known for. And there's a gun under there. Which has been a thing. Yeah, okay. There's a gun under there. I was kidding, but it had been a thing that had happened before in this, apparently in the world of ordering Peking duck.
Kasuga, you should take revenge for Arakawa.
Oh, good. You
I
mean you're
knew
not
a few
having me
men
killed?
from the Seiryu clan.
I've already got men and 2 women.
I don't need guns.
You won't seek vengeance.
No, I'll seek vengeance using the legendary EX Bat plus
Arakawa-san
7.
wouldn't want me to kill the young master. I'm sure of that.
Then, what will you do?
Beat him up.
Before he died, Arakawa talked about how sad it was the Yakuza were getting used. Used like pawns by people in power. That's why he disbanded the Omi. I think you wanted the Yakuza to go back to their roots. Like how they ought to use their power to help the weak and vulnerable. Not just take shit by force.
He has a really strange idea about what the Yakuza are.
That's how it was.
That's how it could be again. Arakawa-san had a dream, and I can continue it.
He
All I do
wanted
is
to
kill
dissolve
one
the
guy,
Yakuza.
especially if it's his son. All of Arakawa's sacrifices will be for nothing. If that's
And
the
then what'll the
only
next
thing I
game
do
be
to honor
about?
him, I won't be able to face him in the afterlife.
You know that I'm a... oh, damn it, I blanked on the term. You literally don't believe in any religion at all. Not the... Wow, I'm getting old. It's like the simplest thing. He's atheist. Yeah, I don't know why I just had this long thing where I couldn't remember that word. But the joke would be discussing I'm an atheist, so I don't have to worry about the afterlife. And then I just kind of lost it for a while there.
What I really wanted
The idea of an afterlife is invented by the Patriots.
is open the young master's eyes.
And then poke them out with my
Give him
thumb.
a wake-up call. Smack him upside the head if I have to. That's the best thing I could do.
Kasuga, Arakawa was truly blessed to have you.
That being said, what wake-up call are you going to give to somebody who was willing to order the death of their own father? He may be beyond your reach.
Do what you think is right. I'm sorry if my idea of payback offended you in any way.
I
You mean
assure
film
you it did
payback?
not.
Oh, I liked it.
How do you plan on getting an audience with Aoki? You can't just walk into the Tokyo government office and ask to see the governor.
Oh, I have to become a big donor.
It's all good. I think I've got something figured out.
You see, I'm going to disguise
Pull a
myself
plan out of your
as
ass just
wait
like
staff.
that, huh? Still, going anywhere near Aoki will mean tight security. Take some of my men. At the very least, they'll bring your body back.
Your men are worthless,
I
sir.
appreciate the offer, really. But I'll be fine by myself.
And I was really hoping for Peking duck.
Already got the best crew I could ask for.
Like, I'd like the ending scene of this game to involve all of our party members. Eri won't be in it, obviously. Hanging around at Survive Bar or someplace, eating takeout Peking duck from like that's what the ending has to be. Like, remember the 800 billion chapter side quest in Mass Effect Andromeda? Does anyone remember Mass Effect Andromeda at all? Where it's like an 800-step side quest that finally ends with a lengthy cinematic of your entire crew watching a movie together. Like, we need that. At some point, he needs to get his Peking duck, but it shouldn't be at High-End Tower. It shouldn't involve like a silver tray being lifted. Should be him and his party members, and they should be eating it up like styrofoam takeout containers. Well, it appears that we've got free roam back. I mean, I could now try to get 20 minutes of just nonsense, but I don't think there's enough to do in town unless I really get into something like mini golf for the batting cages, which I'm putting off until we're ready to just take a complete break from story.
Oh, jeez. You waited for me?
How'd it go?
Fine.
I'm
Sorry
sick
to
of all
run
of
off
you. You
and
know
get
that,
treated
right?
to a fancy meal without you guys.
Well, looks like it put some pep back in you.
Yeah, I figure if I keep moping around, Arakawa-san's gonna come down and kick my ass. But anyway,
Wouldn't you like that, though?
how about
I
we
get
go
to be
visit
zombie
Kume?
Arakawa-san.
Visit Kume? Why?
To make him arrange a meeting. I want to meet with Aoki. And Kume's got the hookup, seeing as he's Ogasawara's replacement.
Sure. But
Holla,
why
if
do
you hear
I'm
him.
going to get him to start thinking and doing things like Arakawa-san would have wanted.
Sounds like a long shot. What makes you think Kume will cooperate with you?
Oh, did I leave out the part where we rough him up? I mean, the guy deserves it.
Hell yeah,
Yeah, well, that's true.
I'm in. Get out the bloodhounds and let's start the search.
No search required. Today is announcement day.
What's
I'd
that?
like to announce that, well, it's so hard, but I'm gay. There, I said it.
Deadline for every candidate to submit their paperwork. The political brawl has begun.
The brawl for
You
all.
know everything?
The fate of the Great Wall hangs on this election. Why wouldn't I be following it closely?
What the fuck,
Do you know
man?
where Kume would be on announcement day?
Well, each candidate will give their first speech in their district.
Oh, Kume. I thought Kume was the guy who was sticking his thumb in the old man's eyes. Kume is the little nerdy guy from Bleach Japan.
Usually on a huge stage. Kume's district, Kanagawa's second, has a massive stage by the gate on Isazaki Road.
Let's head over to Isazaki Road then.
No, those of you not in the party, disappear. Well done, guys. Alright, let's head for Isazaki Road then. That's what the man said. That's what the man said. Is that far enough that a taxi is worth it? Yeah, it's probably worth it, taking a taxi for that. Actually, what will be the nearest taxi to it? Oh, there's a couple, but... Oh, and mine shows you on the map anyway, so... Izazaki Road entrance. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that, like, if I'm trying to be the full completionist of this game, most of the side quests are done, but, like, we haven't been to a, I was about to say, I was about to use a different term for a bar, but there's these various, like, gentlemen's clubs, and I think there's probably dialogue that you get there depending on which characters you have. I'm pretty sure you can't take Psycho or Eri to them, but you can take, the others. Oh, no. I'm gonna save again just in case something terrible happens with this video in the sync, or why I have to start at the beginning for that? I don't know why I'm saving. I'm just saving before I go into a long plot sequence that I can't necessarily get out of.
The crime lords cackle with glee. Virtuous law-abiding citizens are cowering in fear.
It sucks, dude.
What's become of our once great nation? When did morality become the butt of the joke?
But
I
he's got
alone
like
can
a
deliver this country back into the
triple-headed
hands of
microphone there.
upstanding citizenry. I am Sota Kume, and a vote for me is a vote for change.
Changing things to be really terrible.
After all we've been through, I'm actually starting to agree with the guy.
Come on, what he's saying is a
You
load
should
of
be
crap.
kicking all those prostitutes
How
out.
drunk everyone is on Bleach Japan jungle juice.
That kind of drunk can mess you up as bad as my kind. Tragic way, Kume is just another name on Aoki's long list of victims.
It's just another victim, like me,
Our enemies
of
don't
alcoholism.
deserve our sympathy.
Good point. Let's get him.
Psycho, you have any thoughts on
mind
this?
letting us
Zhao, oh,
through?
Zhao's not here now.
Use us.
There's like we're just random about who is and isn't there for these scenes.
Hey, you can't just barge in here.
Oh, sorry, sir.
Unless Zhao like
This
ninjas
letter.
in from behind at some point.
Don't I know you?
Oh yeah. Earpiece guy.
Yeah. You were a bodyguard in the parking lot.
He's not the
You're
only
one
guy
of
we've
my
seen
favorite
before.
tag teams, the
Find out.
Bodyguards.
Well, look at that. You saved me the trouble of tracking you down. Time to pay for that shit you pulled in the parking lot.
Time to punch her own hands.
You look weak.
You look weak. You should be dressed in fetish gear like I am. You know what? Let's try to make this go a little faster. It's like, what did this guy? Oh, Nama's back here. I was trying to figure out why this guy was wandering in that direction anyway.
Let's do it.
I'm not backing down. Here we go.
Okay. Jewel Breaker. This isn't as cool as Vital Vibration, so let's finish this guy off for real here. Does it hurt? Yeah, I'd say it hurts. You killed him. You know, I don't think most of us are excited about dying, but if I have to die, I really hope it isn't by being kicked in the testicles to death. Strong, yeah, that's a strong take I have on that. I hope I didn't offend anyone out there who is a fan of being kicked in the testicles to death. Oh, it's probably time to switch his job. Oh well. We're in the middle of plot stuff now. Pirates World!
Thought you could interfere, did you?
If I were
not today.
somebody, no.
I can tell this was the only speech Kume's giving today. Where's he going right now?
His campaign stops and stuff are listed on his website. The
So
more
why
people
are you even
back
asking me?
But I can promise, you ain't getting close to Kume.
No matter how many
Talk
battles
for
you have
regular
against me
people?
and other generics.
No. But don't worry, he's gonna win. Governor's orders. All y'all's been blacklisted as threats.
All y'all?
ready for the
Is he from Kanto? Well, there's that luchador at the restaurant again. Who's that guy? I guess he just represents the idea that we're being watched. It's like the Gumi Jewel times
Boys and I
2.
can count to rolling on over here to Injincho. Whole place will be swarmed. You won't be able to take a shit without us knowing.
Well, I just did. You weren't even aware till I told you.
Aoki's always one step ahead of us.
The idea of him using his army against us?
I realize there's no precedent
That's right,
for
I'm
a governor
God
to
now.
intervene in national politics.
Wait a second, aren't you going to kind of give away the fact that you're evil if you start using like a big screen to make evil threatening speeches towards the hero? This seems unwise.
But there's never been a precedent anytime we advanced as a society.
Oh, never mind. It's a coincidence that what he said sounded like it was delivered to us.
What about your critics who say you're just too young? That national politics is no place for schoolyard debates.
I see they're a bunch of big,
Are they
bratty
implying
baby
local
pants.
politics is some kind of playground?
No, I don't
At
think
the
they're saying
playground,
that.
you know.
How about we take another look at the survey results?
It looks like
80% of respondents said
four
they support
letter
Governor
names.
Aoki assuming the role of party chair. The principal reason for their support was the success of the Kamurocho 3K plan.
Okay,
Do you
80%
have any
just
comments
doesn't
about
happen.
that, Aoki-san?
I couldn't have achieved the amazing results of the 3K plan without the Tokyo Metropolitan Police. That was
Also,
how
without my
cooperation
dad, who I
between
just
law
murdered.
enforcement and local government should look.
What about the Yakuza still in Kamurocho after the Tojo clan's collapse? There are
They didn't
rumors
collapse, they
that a
disbanded.
delegation of Kansai Yakuza
Didn't
have
you
filled
watch
the void.
the Inside
Kansai Yakuza.
Criminal
You
News?
mean the Omi Alliance? Because I recently heard that they are officially dissolved.
Yes, that is confirmed. But doesn't that in fact prove something else? Doesn't it prove we can reduce Yakuza activity without a risky policy like the Kamurocho 3K plan?
It's not a risky policy. Not compared to the risks of letting Yakuza run free. I'm sure you've
Straw
also
man.
heard that Masumi Arakawa, an officer who spearheaded the dissolution, was murdered.
You
So
mean
you
your
see,
dad? Oh wait, we don't know that.
It may seem like this was a peaceful process, but I think it was anything but. As always, the underworld keeps hidden its dark, unseemly truth. On the other hand, the Kamurocho 3K plan didn't involve any murder at all.
Not even one murder. Come on, you can't beat that. Actually, he has had people killed, but still, it's like, what a great, like, you know, anybody running for a political office, like, you know, I'm gonna put teachers' salaries are gonna be increased, but parents are gonna have a say. I'm gonna get rid of government overregulation and really turn on that job machine. And also, I haven't had anyone murdered at all.
My plan was the perfect example of a peaceful process, accomplished with my expertise from Bleach Japan.
Speaking of which,
Bleach Japan? You mean should
the
we
Citizens
drink
Liberal
bleach, sir?
Party
Is that what
endorsing
you're
quite
suggesting?
a number of Bleach Japan candidates this cycle. As party chair, what are your priorities?
I want to rejuvenate the Citizens Liberal Party.
The club.
Bleach Japan candidates are young and brimming with energy. By harnessing that energy, I know we can bleach all the gray zones in this entire nation.
The whole nation will be bleached. I do feel bad. We never got to meet them as characters, but the prostitutes that worked for Rowdy Reiko's mom have apparently been kicked out of the country, and I don't see a plot strand where we're trying to get them back.
This bastard's using Arakawa's death to win an election, after all but pulling the trigger himself. Oh, it's disgusting.
Okay, what happened to the guys who were just threatening us in person?
Anymore? He gives me a reason.
Guys, remember the mission. Kumei's going to give another speech somewhere.
Remember the
so what do
deal.
we do?
Well, judging by how it went down here, we won't be
We'll
able
go
to
to
lay a
Pirates
finger
Wars.
on him.
Sounds like you're in a tight spot.
Yeah, I guess he does just wander around dressed like that and without bodyguards. So he probably couldn't have prevented the death of Arakawa by walking him home. Chairman,
So,
ow.
you figured your best path to Aoki was just to scare the shit out of Kume?
Guilty as charged. But they're always one step ahead of us.
My
Anyway,
dumbass plans aren't
What
good
are you
enough.
doing here?
I forgot to give you something back at Heian Tower.
It's a gun. I want you to kill Ryo-Oki. Oh wait, I did offer that to you. And what happened to our candidate? We're going to run against him. This game needs to end with Ichiban, the governor of Yokohama, and also eating takeout Peking duck. What did Nadachi do wrong? There's even a free chair. It's like one of them they could have pulled up a chair from a different table. That one of them could have stood. But no, they're just like, I don't like you guys. Oh, I need to talk to Ichiban. The girl can stay.
Can't think of what that'd be. What is it?
Kazuga, did you already forget the task you entrusted to me?
Okay, apparently the game has not forgotten that. It's just Ichiban had. Oh, we got our money back.
Oh, finding a candidate.
Yes. Remember the whole point of collecting all that money to make Kume lose?
Yeah, did you find someone? Someone who can win?
Well,
We're gonna
I
run
searched
psycho.
far and wide.
But you didn't find anyone.
But then, all of a sudden, it hit me.
Yeah.
Who's the
Bring it
likable
on me.
goof at the center of this whole
Kazuga.
game?
You should run.
What?
I only wish I'd thought of it earlier.
Wait just a second. Back it up.
My hair's all
Why the
messed
hell
up.
should
How
it
could
be
I
me?
run?
don't have a snowball's chance in hell of winning this.
True. I doubt you'd even get enough votes to qualify for the return of your registration deposit.
So why would you want to flush 3 million down the drain?
Wait a minute. You get your registration deposit back, but only if you're successful? That seems unfair.
Well, the money doesn't matter.
It does to
I mean,
me.
partially successful.
3 million yen is a deal if it gives us a chance to catch Kume.
I'm not really following, Chairman.
That's like less than half the cost of your girlfriend's there's whip. Hey, now you're not supposed to know about
In
that.
every election, the candidates drive around in their trucks giving speeches. The
Big
district's
mother
not
truckers.
that big, so they frequently run into each other. When they do,
It's led to the death of many
wish each
candidates.
other luck, shake hands. It's a farce, of course, but it's custom. That's your chance to get close to them.
So if I run in the election, I can walk right up to Kume.
But won't I have to shake his hand rather than beating the shit out of him as we had planned?
To Kume, you'd be a nobody, what they call a fringe candidate. Since Kume's victory is assured, he'll be expected to be a good sport. That includes not turning you down for a handshake if you ask for one.
He can't just say no?
If he did, everyone would say he acted like an arrogant jerk to the underdog. Bad press spreads quickly. Public opinion changes with the wind. You see how
Mao
perfect
Zhao
it is?
and
This
Yunji
is
are
how you
also
close
sitting
the
at a different
gap.
table.
See, your original plan was to make Kume lose. But now the plan is just to use him as a stepping stone, correct?
Aren't you guys forgetting something? Ichiban did hard time for murder.
It doesn't matter.
Why isn't
what's
Psycho
right.
talking? She was actually sitting
Serve
here.
your term, you can run. What do you say, Kasuga?
What do you say, Kasuga? You want to open that safe that's behind you? It looks like it might already be open.
Luxury you don't have. The deadline to announce your candidacy is today. You have to decide right now.
Then I'll do it.
Seriously?
Just because it's
The
legal
fuck, man?
doesn't mean it's sane. But
Then hurry to the election office and get your paperwork done. It's the government, so naturally they close pretty early.
Wait, what time is it?
Holy shit, guys.
Get your
we gotta
paperwork done
hurry.
so you can disband your Yakuza.
Where's the election
Thank you,
office
new
anyway?
dad.
In the Nishihama building on Carriage Highway.
Thanks.
Oh, baby. Cool. Well, this is what I wanted. We now have free. We have control back, and we have my favorite situation to do a bunch of like side nonsense in, which is the game is implying that we're in this desperate hurry, and it's very important that we deal with something right away. And if we don't deal with it right away, everything will be lost. Which is the best time to just go dick around and do side quests, because it's not true at all, and we have as much time as we want here. But yeah, it's pretty much time to call it a video. So this is kind of perfect. All right, when we come back next time, I really have to think about whether I want to do side quest stuff. There's not side quest stuff to do. I'll either need to look offline to figure out when like what I need to do to get some of these side quests to pop, because some of them are early enough. I feel like we just missed something that we needed to do to get them to happen. Otherwise, we could come back and I could do mini golf and baseball, or I might just come back and get back to the main story, because the story in this game is actually pretty interesting. Don't know. This is like, oh, pardon me. I don't usually replay a game once I've let's played it. This one, I might have a point, couple. I mean, need to give it a rest, but I might have to come back and play this game again someday. It's actually been that much fun. Or I could just buy one of the 800 other Yakuza games that are out there. But either way, we're calling this one a video, and when we come back next time, I hope you'll join us as we do more stuff.